How did you keep a good head on your shoulders? Because you had a lot of attention at a very young age, right?
Yeah.
Like you see a lot of these child stars eventually just fall off or...
It's a strange thing, man. It's a strange thing to be of an impressionable age. Having said that, though, I'm grateful that my quote unquote fame didn't start until, 17, 18. Like I was a young adult, but I was an adult. I had gone to high school parties, and done my keg stands and stupid shit and snuck out and had enough of an experience, like a real kid's experience that I didn't feel like I was lacking and missing that. I do have a lot of sympathy for kids who are actors and go on sets when they're like 10 and never get to experience that stuff. I think that's even more difficult to then navigate who you are and how you see the world and how you're supposed to respond and react. And you take someone that had never been to a party and then made millions of dollars and all of a sudden goes out to their first club and what's going to happen? Like they're going to overdo it most likely.
Right.
So I have a lot of sympathy for this world because nobody's really taught not to do something. Once you start making it and you're making other people money, you're gaining fans, your star is rising, so to speak. Everybody around you says yes. You can do no wrong to some degree. And I'm very grateful that my first manager, Billy Huffsey, he was an actor and dancer. He was on that show Fame back in the day. He was a huge star himself and got into management. He's still like an uncle to me these days. And he was my first acting manager. And I'm grateful I had him because he literally would fucking knock my head off if I became a little shit. Like he was that kind of guy. It was a little old school, but he would just be like, all right, kid, you got your first series. Remember this, do your job, shut the fuck up, go home. One of my favorite quotes from Billy Huffsey. Yeah. And I think there was a tremendous amount of experience and insight and value that comes from that because he was in the world. And to his point, it's like, look, show up, be prepared. It's a job. You have an opportunity now to build a freaking career. Am I telling you not to have fun? Of course not. But don't be the last person at the party. It's absurd.
Yeah.
And so I got so many other good Huffsey quotes for you, but he really instilled a lot of discipline and a lot of reality into my life. He wasn't always nice about it, but
sometimes you need that.
But I'm grateful, man. It's the hardest experiences in my life, much like the hardest conversation I have today that shaped who I am.
Yeah, he helped keep your ego in check, right?
Oh, yeah.
Because at that age, 17, 18, and you're getting millions of views or whatever, all this...
This is before views, my friend. Getting old. You're seeing some grays come out here.
Television shows.
I guess.
Well, that's when TV was at its peak, I feel like.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, it was
I remember watching TV back in the day, but now I don't.
Yeah. I guess you're right, views. Our views were not on social media. Our views were literally the network every Friday. We'd get the rating every Monday, whatever it was. How did the episode do when it aired? And it's like, man, if you got... I remember something like if you got over 10 million people to watch an episode, and maybe that's still the same today. It's been a while since I've been in a Q rating meeting, but it was just phenomenal. And then you think about, YouTubers these days and it's like hundreds of millions, billions of views.
Mr. Beast is outdoing the Super Bowl now.
Yeah. Wild. Insane. Crazy. Good on him. One of the hardest working people, I think. I've yet to.
Did you watch Beast Games?
I've seen bits of it.
That was a hell of a show, man.
I mean, I saw the first episode or two and I was just like, this is wild. I'd love to finish that up.
Yeah. I won't spoil it for you, but that was a good show. You got any shows coming up? Television shows or movies?
Yeah. So, man, between, because of how lucky we've been, how busy we've been on the road, it has made it a little difficult to be on set so much, but I'm good with that because I have plenty of time. I was able to work on Blue Ridge last year.
Nice.
Which is a series. The first season just came out. I'm on the second season, so that'll be a lot of fun. My friend Jonathan Sheck leads it, and it's like a modern Walker, Texas Ranger. It's really fun. We are working on a Paramount Plus movie for the band. I hate to tease things, but that's already out there, guys. So I'm not saying anything new. I will tell you that we're either going to make it happen or it won't happen in the very near future. And I'm knocking on wood and hoping that we can make it happen because it'll be a lot of fun. I think our fans will really love it. This where the script's at right now. It's good.
I love that.
So if we can make that happen, we'll be filming between, probably the US and Europe this year. So that'll be coming up pretty soon.
Hell yeah.
And then I'm working on several other projects. I've been developing film and TV projects for about a decade now. Hard to get funding for things in this industry, as we know. But the one I will mention is called Model Life. It's a beautiful story about an influencer model living in LA who has everything going on for her, perceived to be living the perfect life, the model life, gorgeous friends, invited all the parties, makes plenty of money, tons of followers, blah, blah, blah. And then she gets cancer. And her whole entire world changes. She realizes that the majority of her friends are vapid and shallow. And I lived a version of this in my experience living in LA, had a lot of fun, and then also realized when I wanted to stop partying and going out so much, oh, that's what those friends were for, and that's all they really cared about. And ends up meeting who'd be my character. It's going to be a rancher, comes out to LA, happens to be out there for some convention, and to some degree, and we're still writing this story, talks her off the ledge, figuratively and, you know, some ways literally. Invites her out to his ranch, goes, hey, you ever want to put your phone down, get your hands dirty, do some work? Come do it. And series of events leads to that. They fall in love, a la The Notebook. And I'm not going to spoil the ending or anymore, but I'm excited about the story because I believe it's such an important message to get out there. Now, I don't think every movie needs to have a fucking message, to be clear. It can also just be entertaining, and this movie is going to be brilliantly entertaining. But the backdrop of it is just a reminder of like what's important in life. And why I bring this one up is because not only are we creating the screenplay, you know, and hopefully shooting a movie out of Model Life, we're creating an entire novel. So I partnered with Level 4 Films. I've got a great team on this. And as of last week or 2 weeks ago, we officially have hired the novelist and the screenplay writer to start working off of, we created our 50-page Bible for it, basically.
Wow.
And so simultaneously developing, dual IP. And it's exciting. I hope that the world gets to read this and see this film in the next year, 2 years.
That's cool, man. I've never heard of that approach, a book and a movie at the same time. Wherever you guys are watching this show, I would truly appreciate it if you follow or subscribe. It helps a lot with the algorithm. It helps us get bigger and better guests, and it helps us grow the team. Truly means a lot. Thank you guys for supporting, and here's the episode.